Let go, Gollum, he said.
This is Sting. You have seen it before once upon a time. Let go, or you'll feel it this time. I'll cut your throat.
Gollum collapsed and went as loose as a wet string. Sam got up, fingering his shoulder, his eyes smouldering with anger, but he could not avenge himself. His miserable enemy lay grovelling on the stones, whimpering.
Don't hurt us! Don't let them hurt us, precious! They won't hurt us, will they? Nice hobbitses. We didn't mean no harm, but they jumps on us like cats on poor monsters. They're dead, precious, and we're so lonely. Gollum. We'll be nice to them and they be nice to us. Won't we? Yes.
Well, what's to be done with him? Said Sam. Tie him up so he can't come sneaking after us no more, I say.
That would kill us! Kill us!
Whimpered Gollum.
Come here, little hobbitses. Tie us up in the cold, hard lines and leave us. Gollum.
Sobs welled up in his gobbling throat.
No,
said Frodo.
if we kill him, we must kill him outright. But we can't do that, not as things are. Poor wretch. He has done us no harm.
Oh, hasn't he? Said Sam, rubbing his shoulder. Anyway, he meant to, and he means to. I'll roar it. Throttle us in our sleep, that's his plan.
I dare say,
said Frodo.
but what he means to do is another matter.
He paused for a while in thought. Gollum lay still, but stopped whimpering. Sam stood glowering over him. It seemed to Frodo then that he heard, quite plainly but far off, voices out of the past.
What a pity that Bilbo did not stab the vile creature when he had the chance.
Pity and mercy. Not so strike without need.
I do not feel any pity for Gollum. He deserves death.
Deserves it? I dare say he does. Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them? And do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment, for even the very wise cannot see all ends.
Very well, he answered aloud, lowering his sword. But still I am afraid. And yet, as you see, I will not touch the creature. For now that I see him, I do pity him. Sam stared at his master, who seemed to be speaking to someone who was not there. Gollum lifted his head.
Yes. Wretched we are, precious.
He whined.
Misery. Hobbits won't kill us. No, nice hobbits.
No, we won't, said Frodo. But we won't let you go either. You're full of wickedness and mischief, Gollum. You will have to come with us, that's all, while we keep an eye on you.
But you must help us if you can. One good turn deserves another.
Yes, indeed. Nice hobbits. We will come with them. Find them safe paths in the dark. Yes, we will. Where are they going in these cold, hard lands, we wonders? Yes, we wonders.
He looked up at them, and a faint light of cunning and eagerness flickered for a second in his pale, blinking eyes. Sam scowled at him and sucked his teeth, but he seemed to sense that there was something odd about his master's mood, and that the master was beyond argument. All the same, he was amazed at Frodo's reply. Frodo looked straight into Gollum's eyes, which flinched and twisted away. You know that, or you guess well enough, Sméagol, he said, quiet and sternly. We are going to Mordor, of course, and you know the way there, I believe. Said Gollum, covering his ears with his hands, as if such frankness and the open speaking of the names hurt him.
Yes. We didn't want them to go, did we? No, precious, not the nice hobbits. Ashes, ashes, and dust, and frost there is, and pits, and orcs, thousands of orcs. Nice hobbits mustn't go to those places.
So you have been there?
Frodo insisted.
And you're being drawn back there, aren't you?
Yes. No!
Shrieked Gollum.
Once, by accident, wasn't it, precious? Yes, by accident, but we won't go back. No!
Then suddenly his voice and language changed, and he sobbed in his throat and spoke, but not to them.
Leave me alone. Gollum, you hurt me. My poor hands. Gollum, I don't want to come back. I can find it. I am tired. We can't find it. Gollum. No. They're always weak. Dwarves, men, elves, terrible elves with bright eyes. I can't find it.
He got up and clenched his long hand into a bony, fleshless knot, shaking it towards the east.
We won't,
he cried.
Not for you.
Then he collapsed again. He whimpered, with his face to the ground.
Don't look at us. Go away. Go to sleep.
He will not go away or go to sleep at your command, Sméagol. But if you really wish to be free of him again, then you must help me. And that, I fear, means finding us a path towards it.